Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from Group 3 and we are going to present an article about social media big data analytics, a survey. First of all, let me introduce our group members first. Our group consists of Ahmad Fauza, Esa Lovena, Aurelia Osadi, Beta Handayani Azhari, Salsabila Salwageza, and Aldian Feldiansyah. Okay, so the first set will be explained by Fauza. To Fauza, time is yours.
Okay, good day everyone. My name is Ahmad Fauza and I would like to talk about the computers in human behavior, especially about the introduction of social media big data analytics. Oh, and also I would like to tell you the keyword of this article. The first one is big data, the next one is social media, the next one is machine learning, and the last one is analytic. The popularity of the internet and the advent of the Web 2.0 technologies has transformed the content of the web from publisher to user-created content. And this definition is from Alexander in 2006. Moreover, the proliferation and adoption of social media applications have provided extensive opportunities and challenges for researchers and practitioners. The massive amount of the data generated by users using social media platforms is the result of the integration of their background details and daily activities. This enormous volume of generated data, known as big data, has been intensively researched recently. And also we classify the literature based on important aspect. The study also compare possible big data analytic techniques and their quality attribute. Moreover, we provide a discussion on the application of social media big data analytics by highlighting the state-of-the-art techniques, method, and the quality attribute of various studies. And also, what is the human behavior? Behavior can be defined as the action or reaction of a person in response to external or internal stimulus situation. To understand the behavior of a person, we have to understand what the person will do if something happens. The classification of human behavior based on the way people act or behave in different situations and its response to different stimulus. Human behavior can be divided into different types, and we have three types of human behavior. The first one is molecular and moral behavior. Molecular behavior, it is an unexpected behavior that occurs without thinking. One example is suddenly closing eyes when something is about to the eyes. Molar behavior. Unlike molecular behavior, this type of behavior occurs after thinking. For example, a person changes the way when she or he sees a harmful thing. The next one is over and cover behavior. Over behavior, it is a visible type of the behavior that can occur outside of human being. Eating food, riding a bicycle, and playing football are some examples. The next one is cover behavior. Unlike over behavior, this type of behavior is not visible. Thinking is a good example of cover behavior because no one can see us thinking. And the last one is voluntary and involuntary behavior. Voluntary behavior, it is a type of behavior that depends on human want. We can characterize walking, speaking, writing as voluntary behavior. And the next one is voluntary behavior. Unlike voluntary behavior, this type occurs naturally and without thinking. Breathing and doing something that we can expect is the example of involuntary behavior. And based the explanation above, we can say that computer in human behavior can be the new behavior. The emergence of big data from social media has brought about a new wave of assessment into the field of artificial intelligence and data analytics. Analyzing social media data using various traditional data mining and machine learning techniques is still an active domain of research. For instance, revealing market research information can be achieved through mining people's opinion that results in improved business decision making. And the next one is social media big data. Social media, and we can say it as SM, is a set of internet-based application that is grounded by the idea of Web 2.0. SM was initially used around 2004 to describe content and application that can be continuously modified and altered by users in many ways through participant and collaboration, rather than traditionally created, prepared, and published by only individual. The most common application of big data for social media are trend discovery, social media analytics, sentiment analysis, and opinion mining. For instance, social media assists organizations to obtain customer feedback regarding their product, which can be used to modify decisions and to obtain value of their business. And studies confirm that most of the existing approaches to social media big data analysis rely on machine learning techniques. Some of the most common techniques are classification, clustering, and deep learning. Machine learning is a field of artificial intelligence that has been applied in many social media platforms to detect patterns in data. However, dealing with a large amount of data collected from social media with various formats also has brought about some challenges due to the peculiarities of social media, such as slang and jargon used in posts. Big data collected from social media are useless until properly utilized to drive decision making by turning a huge amount of social data in meaningful insight. Thank you, and the next one going to be explained by Aurelia Osadi.
Big data analytic on social media classification. Big data analytic is capable of handling various domain research issues using computational intelligence. Thus, big data analytic on social media is categorized into different classes to groups their characteristic, the taxonomy over in this review is an effort to address most of the faults and shortcomings of previous work. The classification is based on four aspects: data sources, characteristic, computational intelligence, and technique. 3.1 Social media data sources. The widespread popularity of social networks has dramatically increased the rate of various data creation. The variety of data is different types of structural heterogeneity in dataset. Thus, different types of dataset are structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data, such as microblogging, news article, blog posts, internet forum, reviews, and Q&A posts. As you can see on this figure depicts that 46% of the current studies perform analysis on tweets produced in microblogging. A total of 70% of the studies perform analysis on review by user, such as product and movie reviews. The comments are also considered opinion and views tracked in textual content. Moreover, 10% of the studies use blog posts as their data sources, while news articles and forum posts are used for analysis by 9% and 7% of the selected studies respectively. A total of 5% of the studies use Q&A posts from question and answer site as their data sources. 3.2 The characteristic. Characteristic of analytic in a big data can be divided into four types: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prospective. First, descriptive analytic. Descriptive analytic is the initial piece that provides all the necessary historical or past data needed to provide valuable information. The descriptive model can quantify, identify, and categorize various relationships or connections in data. In addition, the descriptive modeling tools can be used to improve additional models that can simulate a considerable number of customized agents and make prediction. Second one, diagnostic analytic. The dynastic analytic is an improved type of analytic characteristic by techniques such as data discovery, drill down, data mining, and data correlation. This analytic thoroughly investigate data to know the detailed behavior and cause of events. The dynastic analytic provides a change of phase data comprehension and quick attempts to solve critical workforce questions. Next, predictive. The predictive analytic transforms data into profitable and actionable information. This analysis utilizes data to decide the possible future result of an event or a possibility for a certain situation to occur. Predictive analytic has three major stages, namely modeling, decision examination, and optimization and transaction profiling. And last, perspective analytic. The perspective analytic can similarly propose decision opportunities and splitting a future opportunity or lessen future risk. This analytic demonstrates the effect of every decision opportunity. A perspective approach is an adaptive approach that examines the possible decision, the connection among decisions, the impact and the result of this decision, which finally propose an ideal option in a real time.
Okay, my name is Aldian Valencia. I will explain about computational intelligence. This platform requires an active use of the computational intelligence to help understand opinion. Computational intelligence is a new research field which is defined as the adaptive mechanism that enable for facilitate intelligent behavior in complex and changing environment. Computational intelligence, an introduction is space artificial neural network or ANN, fuzzy system, swarm intelligence, evolutionary computation, and deep learning. And next is about 3.3.1 artificial neural network. Artificial neural network is inspired by the brain modeling called neuron or perception, which is influenced by internal state activation received from input attempt to improve the information dissemination on social media for healthcare by reducing clutter and noise. Apply the artificial neural network technique in dynamic architecture and supervised feature engineering brain using Twitter sentiment analysis based on targeted approach. The solution is to overcome the problem with the brain-related tweet sentiment class distribution and the unique characteristic of the Twitter language. And next about 3.3.2 fuzzy system. 6 types of flow pattern for the video have been utilized to convert 2D image for analysis. An image processing technique is used to extract textural and shape feature as the input to various classification scheme such as fuzzy logic. The result corroborate that the performance of the super vector machine and fuzzy logic algorithm, with fewer features over better accuracy compared with other machine learning algorithms. They are also computationally less intensive than the other two current techniques. Next one, 3.3.3 Swarm Intelligence. Swarm intelligence is an effective problem-solving technique in artificial intelligence. This technique employs the concept of swarm, such as ants, bees, and wasps. An intelligence based on structure, collection of interacting organisms or agents. Recently, this technique has been used in analyzing human social behavior patterns. For use social media platforms to provide study on the complicated behavior of human social by proposing Twitter optimization algorithm based on swarm intelligence. The proposed algorithm offers a good solution with respect to most of the real parameter optimization problem. The next one, 3.3.4 Evolutionary computation. Evolutionary computation is subfield of the artificial intelligence that is based on natural evolution and has been successfully used to solve various optimization problems. The concept of ECS has been drawn from the idea survival of the fittest, natural selection, reproduction, mutation, competition, and symbiosis. Genetic algorithms are among the most useful approach for the multi-objective, nonlinear, discrete optimization problem. Various implementations of generic algorithms have been used over the years, such as NSGA2, non-dominated sorting genetic algorithm. Next, 3.3.5 Deep Learning. The DNN is mostly trained using first-order stochastic gradient descent. The backpropagation training algorithm, which is difficult to parallelize due to its serial execution. The high number of parameters involved in the training of DNN big data. Slow convergence speed, especially for big data. High computational cost, vanishing of gradient, explosion, and the problem of interprocessor communication cost and bottlenecks incurred by the parallelization algorithm. This also has some velocity for convergence to optimum solution during learning. Next, 3.4 technique. The big data analytic technique in social media context are related to natural language processing, sentiment analysis, social network analysis, and news analytics. This section presents important technique for big data analytic with respect to social media data analysis. This technique play an important role in improving the business and decision making through analysis. Next, 3.4.1 Modeling. Social media analytics deal with managing and evaluating informatic tool for social media data collection, monitoring, and analyzing. It is extracting process that provides suitable pattern for data analysis during conversation and interaction. The analytical process in social media analytics is divided into three phases, namely capturing phase, understanding phase, and presentation phase. Social media analytics involve the use of different modeling and analytical techniques from various fields. The next one is about 3.4.2 Sentiment Analysis. Sentiment analysis, which is also named as opinion meaning, include categorizing consumer attitude, emotion, and opinion of company product, brand, or service. In social media, sentiment analysis has various uses. For instance, this analysis can be applied to identify the feeling of consumer in marketing and customer service department, which result into uncovering whether consumers are so satisfied or dissatisfied with a product. Next, 3.4.3 Social Network Analysis. Social network analysis is based on finding the social relationship between different users from social media using network theory of node and connection. Social network analysis has emerged as key technique in social media application such as fraud detection and sociology. This analysis also gained a significant following in medicine, anthropology, biology, and information science. SNA has become popular topic of speculation and study. SNA has undergone a renaissance with the ubiquity and quantity of content from social media, web pages, and sensor. Next one, 3.4.4 Text mining. Text mining is emerges as the most popular technique in social media for information extraction from numerous types of unstructured content such as text, image, and multimedia. Use technique mining technique to compare disorder communicate data related to their eating habit based on fitness tracking technology. Three types of eating related to disorder data are collected with 3 years from comment posted in social media. The data are composed of 6 subreddits: fitness and weight management. The result validate the subreddit with pre-disorder are less recover compared with eating disorder subreddit with the highest frequency of fitness tracker time.
Okay, thank you. The next about discussion. The literature on the application of social media big data analytics has shown the highlighted the state of the technique, method, and the quality attribute that over an efficient performance on the analyzing social media data. And the selected publication based on the contribution effort on the domain of the social media analysis using the machine learning, meta-heuristic, and the evolutionary approach. And the main focus of the muscle study are user emotion classification, information detection, spatial temporal clustering, and the performance analysis. So that social media plays a vital role on the modern data analysis for achieve the meaningful information. And the social media data have the approach. And the first, a data-driven approach. A data-driven approach does not consider the semantic aspect of the information. This approach requires many data but little domain expertise. And the second, a knowledge-driven approach. A knowledge-driven approach considers a semantic aspect of text by using linguistic, lexicographic, and human knowledge for the extraction process. This aspect requires the considerable domain and expertise knowledge, but only the little data. And the last, a hybrid approach. A hybrid approach is the combination of both the aspects. Okay, the next slide about the sentiment analysis classification approach. On the basis of the review process, sentiment analysis classification approach has the three levels. The first, the document level, is when the prediction of the sentiment is made to the entire document based on the analysis done to the party of the document. And the second, the sentence level, is when the analysis of the sentiment is done to the sentence part to extract the sentiment for that particular sentence. And the last, document and sentence. Document and sentence are considered the basic unit of the information for its classification. I feel that no fundamental difference exists between these two, as the sentence can be regarded as the short document. Differently, in the aspect level, the prediction of the sentiment polarity is based on the aspect of the particular subject rather than on the literal meaning of the word to be analyzed. Differently, in the aspect level, the prediction of the sentiment polarity is based on the aspect of the particular subject rather than on the literal meaning of the word to be analyzed.
Okay, next is research challenges. Big data analytics on social media brings significant advantages to companies and individuals regarding good decision making. However, several challenges remain unaddressed. So we will solving some problems related to big data. First is data quality. All data may incorporate users' personal opinion, which makes the task of extracting high-quality information from such data increasing important. Next is data locality. The data are usually distributed across different files residing in various physical locations. Next, velocity. The rapid growth in technologies leads to rapid communication between our environment and other smart devices. Next, data availability. In machine learning, the entire dataset must be available before learning can begin. And last, natural language processing or NLP. NLP is an intelligent process of analysis and understands the meaning of the text from the human language. Many tasks can be performed through the development of structured knowledge.
Thank you, Geza. The last slide is about the conclusion. Social media big data, along with the progress in computational tools, have emerged as the key to crucial insight into human behavior and are continually stored and processed by corporations, individuals, and governments. The step to open the research challenge in big data analytics are: the first one is we need to investigate the recent work on social media big analytics and provide a broad perspective of the area. Second, we classify the literature based on important aspects such as data source, characteristic, computational intelligence, and techniques. Third, we compare possible big data analytic techniques and their quality attributes. Fourth, we identify the opportunities with respect to big data analytics on social media. And lastly, we describe the open research challenge in big data analytics. So, that's all from our group. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.